where my big measuring cup is, because that's what I wanted to use for this assignment. I don't see it though. So I'm going to have to use something else. So good morning, everybody. If anybody's on, I can't tell right now because I'm using my equipment, my different equipment, because I wanted to, I wanted to do something. Please, I don't know what her problem is, but she need to get it together. Making all that crazy noise. So, do water in this mold just to see how much I'm gonna need, because why is that even there? Good morning to whoever's watching. Hit the like button, please, if you can. Help a sister out. Find my my large measuring cup. That's what I want to say. My large measuring cup. I'm just gonna pour some water in here and see how many cups I actually need. I see how much resin I need, because I need to do this and I need to do another project as well. And I don't want to be messing up my resin or using extra resin when I don't have to. So, let's see. And this. My cat is being get. My cat is having cat tantrums. She's getting on my nerves. So this one I'm going to use that. Cup. I need a whole cup of this. So that means I need half A and half B to make a whole cup for this. more. So now what I got to do is take this and pour it out, because let's make sure y'all have a big enough board to put it on, because I just didn't put it on the big board. But I'm going to, oh, now there's my measuring cup right there. That I need a whole cup. I'll be right back. Princess, get out the bathroom. Oh, Lord, I done messed up already. I done messed up. It done spilled out. Princess, get... Y'all, my cat is going through something, but she don't understand. She's getting on my nerves. And Lord, I'm dripping water. I didn't do that assignment too well. I understood it, but I didn't complete it the right way. But it is what it is. So, yesterday, I just want to tell y'all something real quick. And, while I do this epoxy and stuff, because I really want to get this done. I had this idea in my head that I want to make. I want to make it before the idea goes away. But yesterday, well, the day before yesterday, because yesterday I was in bed all day. But I was talking to someone not too long ago, and they were saying how I should enter this contest or whatever. Well, because the catalytic converter was stolen out of the car has been in the shop for a month. The car has been in the shop for a whole month as of yesterday. Well, as of Monday. What's today? Tuesday? Whenever the 17th was, the car has been in the shop for a month. When they first took the car, we were told it was going to take about 10 days to get the car. 10 days passed. They went on vacation. They went on vacation and didn't even tell anybody they were going on vacation. So, while the car is sitting there, when it could have been somewhere else getting fixed from the catalytic converter, getting the catalytic converter replaced. So, my husband and I have been without income since last month. Well, that's not true. You know, the first of the month, you got to pay all your bills. So when you're on a fixed income, all your money gone. By the 5th of the month, you on a hope and a wish and a prayer. Because we just don't get that much money at the beginning of the month. So, having to put out extra money and pay, and still pay for the car, and still pay for the insurance is annoying. It's quite annoying. This is upside down to y'all. Turn it around because my camera should be facing the other way. Okay. I'll turn it around for you guys. Let's see which way. like this camera arm that my husband had gotten for me several months ago for the overhead. And that's what I want, the overhead, so I can shoot it from that angle. So anyway, so I said all that to say that I was encouraged to do a challenge. And because I haven't had any money, I haven't been able to go to the dollar store, which everybody know that's my favorite store. I haven't been able to purchase anything because I've been so money restricted. Anyway, if anybody know me, y'all know I had a gazillion supplies over here. When I say a gazillion, I have a gazillion supplies over here. And I sat down and I started doing the thing I was going to make. And then I was like, you know what? I'm not going to do that. Because there's too many talented women in here, so I'm just not going to do it. With my dumb self. I started making it. And it looked pretty to me. My head. Y'all know how that go. Your head start telling you stuff. Child, don't do that because you don't have enough supplies and you need this and you need that and it's not going to look right and you don't even know what Mardi Gras look like and da-da-da-da-da and da-da-da-da-da. And child. So I talked myself right out of doing that project. And when I looked at some of the projects I saw, no cap and no shade, I could have entered that. I could have entered that. Those projects were beautiful. And I could have very well have entered that contest with those women. And mine could have been a contender to win a prize. But I decided that what I had wasn't good enough. And because I decided it wasn't good enough, I missed out on an opportunity to showcase my work. And I didn't even think about that at the time, but that's what happened. So the moral of the story is, don't undersell yourself. Don't underestimate yourself. Don't think that you're not good enough to do something when you know that you can do it. Don't cheat yourself out of a chance to be seen. Somebody could have seen my thing that I made and been like, you know what, I want to order that. But no, I cheated myself out of an opportunity to possibly make some money because of my own thoughts, my own erroneous thoughts about myself. And now I don't have anybody to blame except myself. So if you don't listen to anything else, please listen to that advice because you don't want to cheat yourself out of something that could possibly be good. So I'm talking to myself, but I'm also talking to somebody else who may be feeling the same way about themselves or about their abilities. They might be feeling like they're not worth it or they can't or nobody will ever like their stuff because they're not as good as, because my stuff is not as good as the next person's. And y'all, I still have a problem with that. I still have a problem comparing myself to other people. Now I'm on live and somebody want to call me. Can y'all believe that? Live right now.
Oh, okay.
I'm on Facebook. I said all that to say don't underestimate yourself. Don't let yourself talk you out of a blessing. Don't let yourself be so afraid that you're not going to measure up to somebody else. Because guess what? Your gift is your gift and their gift is their gift. God gave you abilities to do what you do And God gave them abilities to do what they do. Stop comparing, Teresa. Stop comparing yourself to other people and what they do. What you do is not based on what somebody else does. But I'm trying to say this to somebody probably needs to hear this. Somebody probably needs to hear this. Don't underestimate yourself. Don't underestimate yourself, because God gave you that talent and that ability because he must have known we could do whatever he gifted us with. He must have known that we would be good at what he gifted us to do. But sometimes, you know, you can look at some people and it looks like it takes them no effort to do what they do. And then it may look like what you're doing, it takes all the effort in the world. Oh my gosh, why is it taking me so long? Why aren't my colors coming out like hers? Why isn't my picture coming out like hers? Why doesn't mine look as good as hers? Why this? Why this? Why that? Instead of taking the time to say, God, I thank you for the gift you have given me. Where I lack, Lord, you help me, because you gave me the gift. So I need you to help me to grow this gift, to make this gift come to what you intended it to be, because you gave me the gift. So what you want it to be? What you want it to be, Lord? And sometimes we just forget that God gave us the gift. He gave us the ability to do stuff, but he don't want us to compare ourselves to people, because that's where depression comes in. And that's where, you know, failure comes in, because we compare ourselves to other people and we feel like somebody else can do it better than we can. And then we like, all right, now I'm not going to do it because I saw so-and-so. And I have done this many times. I have lost out many times because I have looked at other people's gifts and looked at how beautiful their stuff is. And I'd be like, oh, look at mine. Mine's just, ugh. And I'm nobody else cursing my stuff. Me doing the word curse. Me doing the, you know, whatever. So I just want to encourage somebody today. To Sister Heart, I just want to encourage somebody today to stop judging your ability based off of somebody else's ability. Stop thinking that you're not good enough. Stop thinking that what you make is not good enough. And I promise y'all, I still do it. I did it the other day. That's why I didn't enter the contest. I did it the other day. And then when I went and looked at the contest, I was like, well, dang, I should have just went on and did the contest, because my stuff would have ranked right up there with theirs. My stuff would have ranked right up there with theirs. And I have what I started. What is that? I have what I started. I have it. It's sitting right here on the floor. And when I look at it, I'm just going to let that be my reminder of stop underestimating myself, because God didn't underestimate me when he gave me the gifts, when he gave me the abilities to do what he gave me to do. He did not underestimate me. He thought I was good enough to do it. He gave it to me to do. And that's why he gave it to you to do. And that's why he gave it to you and you and you and you and you to do, because he knew that he gave himself, he gave a part of himself to us to do this. He gave a part of himself to us to do this. So if he put himself in us, he put a little bit of himself in us to do this. The gift that he gave. Where do you think the gift came from? Came from him. Where do you think the ability came from? It came from him. Good morning, Gloria. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Just now, you know, and when the Lord gives me something, he gives it to me because he knows I'm just a little crazy sometimes. But he knows that other people needs to hear what's being said as well, because sometimes we think too little of ourselves and we feel like I can't do this and I can't do that. But God gave us the ability to do it. We just got to trust him, you know, and stop comparing ourselves to people, because the more we compare ourselves to people, the more likely we are to say that we can't do X, Y, Z. When God has said, yes, you can. Remember, God is the creator. He made us, himself in us, so we could create. The creator created us to be creators. H, H, H. I can't read that. H him, God, his hand and mine. Gloria's original designs. Oh, okay. His hand and mine. Gloria's original design. Okay. I like that, Gloria. I like that. I better check out your page, Miss Gloria's original designs. I like that. Now, this is a green that I just mixed up. I'm trying to make an Eagles cup. I mean, Eagles clock for a man. Now, I made several clocks for women. I just wanted to do something for a man for a change. To let them see that, yeah, we think about you too. Sometimes y'all get a little rank up. And we think about y'all too. So I'm going to put some there. He puts creation in us, so he puts his creation in my hands and I put them out. Yes, God puts his creation in us. He's a creator. And he created us to be creators. Think about it. We're human. God created us to create more humans. Man come together and they procreate. That's God giving us the power to recreate. We're creating. Gifts and talents. He gives us that. In the Bible, it says the people had the talents. Some went out and used their talents and one didn't. Two of them did and one didn't. He thought the master was going to be mad at him and all this, whatever he was thinking. So he didn't even use his talent. He just put his talent away. He hid his talent. He buried his talent. He didn't use his talent. He neglected to use what God gave him. To use the talent that God gave him out of fear. Out of fear. Out of fear. It was a hard taskmaster, and I didn't want to misuse it, so I hid it because I didn't want you to be mad. What is that? He said, I hid my talent because I didn't want you to be mad. I didn't want you to be mad. The other two, they used their talents and they gained from their talent. So what the man didn't use, the boss took it away. The owner took it away. So you didn't want to use it? Okay, I'm taking it from you. And I'm going to give it to the one that used the talent the most. The one that did the most with their talent, I'm giving it to them. Because you didn't think enough to use what I gave you. You hid it. You put it away. Exactly what we do. We take God's gifts and talents that he gives us and we do away with them because we don't think we're good enough. We don't think we can be good enough to do whatever it is God gave us to do with our talents, with our gifts. We don't think that we're good enough. Overthinking. Thinking we know better than God when he was the one that gave us the gifts and the talents. Oh, God, I know better than you. I can't do that. Mm-mm. I ain't finna do that, God. No way, sir. No way, sir. You're the creator, but I'm not finna. What? Get out of here. And sometimes God had to bring me back to reality and be like, Teresa, this is what I want you to do. You're welcome, Gloria. That's right, faith over fear. Faith over fear. And we fear people so much that we allow our thoughts to just tell us that so-and-so is going to think this and so-and-so is going to think that. How you know what they're going to think? They're going to think. All you did was just put something in the atmosphere now. You just put negative thoughts, negative words, because I talk to myself, so I talk out loud. So I just put negative words out into the atmosphere. And then when what I said comes to pass, then I get mad because, oh, nobody's buying my stuff. Nobody likes my stuff. Because I put it out there in the atmosphere. I said they wasn't going to like it. I said it. I said, ain't nobody going to like my stuff. Nobody going to buy my stuff. I said it. Me, Teresa, with my mouth, with my big mouth. That's what I said. That nobody going to like what I make. My stuff look cheap. My stuff look dumb. So-and-so's look real nice. Theirs look real nice. Nobody going to like mine. Well, who told you to say all of that? See, it's bad enough that we think stupid stuff. But then when we let it come out of our mouths, then it's like, we get mad when it comes to pass. Because the Bible says death and life are in the power of the tongue. And they that love it shall eat the fruit thereof. So it means whatever you saying, it's going to come to pass and you're going to eat the fruit of it. You're going to reap what you sowed because you just said all of that. So now you're going to reap it because you sowed it. And then you're going to get mad and wonder why nobody wants to buy your stuff. Instead of being reversing that and saying, what I make is great because God created me. And what he created and what he gave me to create is great. I'm not saying be arrogant and stuck up and all that. I'm saying speak positivity. Speak positivity. Speak positivity. And then when we use the gifts that God has given us, we actually are showing our gratitude to him for even entrusting us with that. Trusting me with the gift of crafting. Thank you for entrusting me with the gift of whatever God has given you. The gift of encouraging people. The gift of preaching. The gift of whatever. Whatever it is God has given you. Thank you for giving me that gift, God. Thank you for entrusting me with that gift because obviously you thought I could do it. And you've entrusted me with that. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, God. Thank you. About other people downing us, but we down ourselves. We're our worst enemies. If we don't know that by now, we should know that we sometimes are our worst enemies. We worry about what somebody else said, and we even sometimes let what people have said put us, keep us down because so-and-so said this and so-and-so said that. Why are we giving our power to so-and-so? Why are we giving our power to so-and-so? Who is so-and-so? Who is so-and-so that we entrust them with power to speak over our lives negatively? Why? Why do we do that? Because we don't be in the spirit enough. We got to be in the spirit more. We be in the spirit, we won't fulfill the lust of the flesh. And the lust of the flesh sometimes be talking trash. Flesh just be talking smack. Be saying all kind of stuff. Just be saying all kind of stuff. And we just go right along with it. Flesh be having a field day talking trash. And we just go right along with it. Yep, you know what? She right. My stuff didn't look good. And you know what? And I could have, and I should have listened, and I should have never tried it because she said, and I should have never tried it because I know what she was going to say, and she said just what I knew she was going to say. Uh-huh. That's what we do. We talk trash. We talk smack. And then when it's time for the blessing and we don't get it, we wonder why we didn't get the blessing. Because we talk trash and we talk smack and we listen to other people. We listen to devils. Yep, I'm saying it. I said it. And I'm not saying that I'm calling anybody a devil. I said we listen to devils. We listen to devils. The devil ain't never going to tell us nothing positive. Unless it's something against God's will that we didn't ask for. Then he going to make it look like it came from God. That's why you got to try the spirit and see whether it be from God. People say try the spirit by the spirit, but that's not what the word said. The word said try the spirit and see whether that thing be from God. Try that spirit. See whether that spirit is from God. Because everybody that say they from God ain't necessarily from God. And everybody that speak over your life ain't necessarily supposed to speak over your life. The difference. Even if a prophet come and speak something that we've been praying for, you better know it's from God. Because there are such things as false prophets running around. That's why we better know that we know that we know that we know that whatever we're hearing is from God. All kinds of messed up. Whoa. Well, what? What happened? Uh-huh. And that for us. He wants the best for us. So it's just a word of encouragement. It's just a word of encouragement. I didn't wake up planning to say any of that. But I needed to hear it besides me. Tell ourselves stuff over and over again before we get it. We got to just tell ourselves stuff over and over again before we get it. I mean, I have Scott. That girl's crazy. Place, you know, peaceful place. It's in a restful place. If you understand what I mean. In this season, in my craft room, and I'm just here because when I watch peace, I just come in here and shut my door, and it's so peaceful. Except for when Rhonda's here, because y'all know me and Rhonda fight because alone. And we even sometimes let what people have said put us, keep. She was going. Can y'all hear me?